What's up, everyone? It's RuSSo. I hope everyone is doing well. Alright, guys, it's the comeback vlog. Super excited. As you can see, I am using the scale to prove that I'm getting lean. And this is the before I add in the drugs. I'm really trying not to blast drugs until I get closer to 230 pounds. Preferably 227 pounds is where I'm gonna try and add the drugs in. I'm really worried I add in drugs right now and I just hyper explode. So when you see this natty looking arm and everything, I'm trying to keep it injectable sustanon at 250 milligrams a week, split daily, right? And then I'm just doing a vial a day of HCG and HMG. So it's not like I'm not on anything. I'm just not adding in the blast until I get closer. I'm crashing down to, I've already lost 11 pounds. I did have a very low weigh-in of 244, and then I went up slightly. So yeah, definitely going to continue with the cardio. This is the comeback. Demon RuSSo's out in October, and I have been waiting pretty much a year to do these. So this has been very painful for me to get the mental capacity, physical capacity to do these. And yeah, I just want to include the scale in this vlog to be like, is he actually cutting? Yeah. Am I actually capable of training normally again? Yes. You're going to see it all come together. And I want you guys to feel this fucking energy. Like, this is very surreal for me to shoot this first one. And I want that scale shot right in there so you guys see that I'm going to go to 227. Going to look like I lift again at 227 before I fucking blast. And it's time to blast. That's it. All I want to do is do a big old blast and actually get my physique back. So this is what I look like as far as my figure goes in a shirt. Like I said, I have trained very hard these past couple of days and have survived. So it is time to go on vlog and document it. And yeah, as far as what I'm eating, I'm not really eating very many carbs at all. I'm doing those MegaFit meals. No sponsored by MegaFit. I tried that Flex Pro service. I tried one other one, the Icon meals, I believe, and MegaFit. No money involved. I'm not trying to push them like MegaFit. I have been doing the spicy chicken most of the time. And yeah, I've been eating out just omelets. And I'm going to be showing what I am going to be eating most of the time and the restaurant I'm going to. So yeah, this is called a crash diet, meaning, oh, didn't like that. I guess the plumber's here. Hold on. From First Watch. And a pesto chicken bowl. I took all the greens out, the kale out, and I kept the carrots and tomatoes. Yeah, I've been skipping the night meal, and yeah, the weight loss is really easy right now. It'll get difficult, and not difficult. It'll get like, I'll start cutting carbs harder after I break 235. Screech down to 227 and then add the gear in, which I don't know what I want to do. You guys want to see injectable LGD? I feel like somebody else said they wanted to see EQ and everything. EQ is like a more standard gear cycle. Point being is I'm trying to shrink to 227. I'm trying to get the face back and the waistline. Obviously, I'm looking like Shrek right now, so it was really easy for me to get below 250. And my heaviest weigh-in was 275 when I was in the walk recovery phase of the central nervous system. I'm finishing up the run phase and we're going to be training legs. So I am doing the pesto chicken bowl to fuel the leg workout. I think I'm going to go to Powerhouse Pittsburgh and record, but yeah, there's nothing really that complicated with losing weight as far as somebody in my state. You know, I'm just cruising. You know, I'm not on much, and I'm just trying to get to a stable body fat to add all the compounds back in, make sure my central nervous system can support all the compounds, and go from there, you know. Despite everyone talking shit, which I threw that video up because I wanted some heat, I'm very excited that I can come back. Like, I can actually come back. So I threw up the fat posing footage. It's funny, you know. There's a lot of people who understand bodybuilding. They understand the density and tissue I'm carrying under the tub. And then there's the dorks who have no fucking idea. Like, when I say I have veins, feathering, striations with a gut, you know, a Shrek fucking gut. And that's before I blast, and I'm sitting at 255 morning weight. Like, think of me going to 227, what that's gonna look like before I blast. I'm fucking blasting October. Like, I'm so fucking ready to fucking blast. You have no idea. On, like, I have been holding myself back in the gym every day. Oh my God, for at least 7 months. The reversal, like, before I couldn't even train, but like after that I was holding myself back. And when I hit the gym floor, the drive is there. I'm so close, and like, this is what you guys want to see. You guys want to see the actual rise. So I'm just like, I couldn't sleep last night because I'm just ready to output again. And anytime I'd start outputting, I'd start putting my brain at this sort of pace, which I think my goal is to show the pace and to show the dialect and tone that I'm actually moving at for you younger entrepreneurs. Like, I fell off the horse. I face planted in the mud. Boom, 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 boom. Broken legs, fucking limped it off. Crawled forward. Now we're about to see what everyone wants to see, is me come back. This is the type of demeanor you're gonna have, right? Nice guys finish last. You guys got to see me play it up as the boy one more time. The boy fucking died. And yeah, you know, those videos are personally for me to view from 2 years from now and to help those victims out. I'm swinging the other way, right? Demon RuSSo's coming out, and I want to train. That's all I want to do. I actually want to train twice a day. The drive is so pent up. I'll just, like, it's at a point where I want to train twice a day and just do the cycle to tolerate the body abuse of me mentally wanting to train twice a day. We're going to go from there, because I already want to be in the gym training legs. You know, I just woke up. Before that, I couldn't feel any fucking emotion. So it's like all this bottled up shit, and you guys are gonna see it let out. And yeah, the diet is not that hard. If you guys are wondering how to lose weight, simply download MyFitnessPal and just consume less calories. If you want to break it down from a macro standpoint, you can see that I'm just consuming a ton of fat and protein and a tiny amount of carbs, which I could skip this carb meal, pick the chicken out, and that would be pushing my body to a lower weight faster by not having all these carbs stacked up. That's why I look flat. Problem is my body's fucking changed whether you like it or not. I am way more hairier. I have way more chest hair. I have weird hairs here. I have back hairs I've never had. My legs are hairier. And that's why I wanted to document with that original posing footage, is like my genes seem to be different. AKA, like, previous RuSSo was a long distance runner that tried to hyper adapt out of the long distance running, and I had the fucking bird chest genetics and everything. This time, after the Valparade, we might see peak final Demon RuSSo, and that's what I'm aiming for. But before I start that, I'm trying to get to this acceptable body fat where I look good on social media, and then I'm gonna try and keep my face tight, my waist tight, and not really binge my way up to 250 pounds. Just try and keep it around 230 and see where it sits. If I sit up at 236 morning but I look legit, fuck it. If I don't look legit around 230 after blasting, I will go lower, you know? As far as like, oh, you look like shit, blah, blah, blah. Fucking link yourself and link your legs. Let me see what your hamstring and quad looks like, and link me that. And I'll compare to mine, because I just recovered my legs that nobody thought I could recover. So I'm just curious what you guys are looking like. For my youngins watching me, like my stage weight, as I am right now, if I wanted to do classic physique on stage, if I would actually do a show, which would be far into next year, in my opinion, it'd be like 195 pounds to 205 pounds max. That's what I would look like on stage. Now I look big as shit on the internet, but that's just how it is. You guys are fooled to this day by these little social media boys. They're not big in person. I stand next to them in person. I'm like, dude, like put some fucking size on. Oh, you'll be fat for social media and you'll be called. Like I'm actually fat right now. I'll say it. But a lot of the years I spent bulking, like I had to put on that density, that size, and that's what I wanted. Size is the prize, and if you're young watching this, don't be afraid to put on the size, because think about when you're my age. You know, when you're 27, I already sat up at fucking 260 to 280 for years. When I come back down to 220, I'm gonna look like a different dude than the guy who, I'm gonna get a little fat, I'm gonna be a little fat on social media, I'm gonna be called fat by some fucking nobody couch potato. Yeah, you're gonna be called fat, you're gonna be called fucking skinny when you're 30. Grind to be the bull. Grind to be the bull. Man, I'd rather be a fucking fat bull than some fucking twink that's fucking 220 on fucking Tren and Anavar like a fucking conveyor belt, just melting my fucking kidneys and brain to look lean on social media. Get the powerlifting bull strength, build the density volume, and then do hyperplasia shit, sarcoplasmic shit after. And that's the fuckery I'm in, is like, I want my density strength training back, but I look fat, so it's like I gotta go sarcoplasmic train and then probably switch it up to a Dorian style. I would like to do a Dorian style, but that Dorian style is not gonna happen until I get this itch out of me to train. Like I need to train every day for, you know, probably like 2 months, and then dial it back, and then get the strength volume back, and then Dorian train, and then retract out of the gym and do four days of Dorian training a week. I'm just stating right off the bat my game plan now, if you guys want to weigh in. But that's where I'm at. I am too fat as far as the actual body fat. My metabolism is not where it needs to be. So I'm going to go to 227. I will look presentable at 227, add in a fuck ton of drugs, see where I go. If I creep up to 236, that's going to be the max where I stop. And then I probably try and creep it back down, regain all my strength, which seems to be coming back faster than I thought with these new CNS recoveries. Like, I actually did train back pretty damn hard, and I actually feel sore normally, and I feel the aggression the next day as if I wasn't defeated after one session. I've tried to start this vlog a couple times, and oh yeah, I would do like a day, 2 on vlog, defeated for 3 days. Like I would go to the gym and do something, but I couldn't fucking train. Now it seems like you guys are gonna see the real rise, and man, you know, this is like nothing compared to what I just went through. Like if I gotta starve myself to 227, this is easy shit after that bullshit I dealt with last year. So just keep in mind that I'm in this weird middle ground state, and you guys all want to see me lean. I want to see myself get lean. 227 is the goal of being presentable, which I'm gonna fucking put on the scale so everyone knows I hit it. And then I'm gonna add in my compounds, gain my strength volume back as much as I can. Obviously, I'm not a fucking power lifter. And then yeah, I should look legit, and then we just creep it down to an acceptable body weight. So basically 227, add the drugs in. I don't care if I yo-yo to 236. I will stop yo-yoing at 236, and then we'll dial it back and dial it in on that strength volume. Because right now I'm not squatting 405 for 10 plus reps. That's the problem. If I was already at that strength volume, I'd probably just go to 220 and just start really cooking an actual physique and actually training like a straight up bodybuilder, and or backing it off and doing Dorian Yates style 4 days. I'm in this weird middle ground. That's where I'm at. What drugs do you want to see? I'm gonna mow down this food. I did not eat all the quinoa because I'm trying to get down there to 227 as fast as I can. However, I did have a little bit of carbs, you know, right? This way, it don't really fucking matter, and especially if I'm gonna do fucking cardio after this leg session, you know. But if you are trying to diet the fastest, go flat, limit the carbs. I did 6 eggs, some chicken. I ate some of the quinoa. Probably if I had more time to digest this and all that shit, I'd eat a little bit more. But yeah, I've been just keeping the carbs low. You can fucking tell how flat I am. And yeah, I've been feeling good, as in like I'm normal again. So I'm hyped to train. We have legs today. I'm just going to run my legs out of gas, create a new DOM cycle, and then go from there. I'm definitely on a time crunch today, and I have 2 calls that I gotta get to. Hardcore over here. Like, I don't know how the fuck that dude doesn't fall asleep in the gym, but this is an AMRAP of 315 ass to grass. I don't care if I faint during this set. I actually want to faint during this set. 6th grade is doing this. This is where you would quit. This is where I don't. This feels like way more of an OG vlog, and yeah, I'm just hyped. You know, this is the first time I'm looking at the footage, and I'm just hyped to be back on track. So this is a central nervous system, basically only focused leg day. I did an AMRAP of 315. The refresh rate wasn't quite there, aka I set a new bar for the DOM cycle for my central nervous system to recover, and I trained back super heavy the day before. But I'm just getting my body used to it because I'm about to blast off. And I'm thinking it's going to be injectable LGD unless anyone has any better ideas, because that was my best look. I keep bullshit reminiscing. Fuck it. You know, let's go with that. That's kind of where I'm sitting at. But I'm not going to add that in until I get leaner, obviously. So this is one of the ways I've been destroying the legs on the CNS, is I've been doing slow-ish controlled negatives. Now, my legs are fatigued because I did that squat set, that AMRAP, and then I did a bunch of accessory stuff I didn't record. That was really boring. And this is the bread and butter of me frying the central nervous system as far as my legs. My legs are holding really good size. It's a really good pump. I can't complain. My pump was pretty nasty by this time, and my legs were pretty fatigued. It's just, everything feels good to go. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to capturing the energy of the blast, because it's been quite a while since I've gone to blast off, and I feel like this is a pivotal moment of me switching the chapter and showing that you can rise out of the ashes. And I don't even want to fucking talk. I just want to make these vlogs, you know. As far as kettlebell workouts go, the key is to overshake your CNS. So on my arms, on my hands, I'm trying to fire the CNS super hard and control the negative to get the most central nervous system stimulation. This is the only thing I'm doing. I'm not doing this to build muscle. I'm not focusing on contraction. I am simply focused on overall electrical output and forcing it down to my legs. And I do find this to be a great accessory work type thing. If you're a power lifter and or you're a bodybuilder coming off a prep and you feel weak, this is a good way to get the CNS going again. And trust me, it's not fun. You know, it looks easy on camera holding this kettlebell like that, but when you're focused on over exaggerating the balancing part, it becomes pretty freaking difficult. And I did about 5 sets of this, and I did a couple different weighted kettlebells, and these are the heaviest kettlebells that Powerhouse Pittsburgh personally has. And you can see I did a dual kettlebell set, supersetted with the biggest kettlebell they had, and that put me out. Yeah, my legs are looking completely normal. You know, I am so happy each day. I don't have anything else to say other than I'm just happy to be moving on. You know, there's nothing else to fucking say other than I just want to make the next vlog and just continue pushing, grinding, and bringing out the energy, because I wanted to do more on camera. I'm just being super conservative not to overdo anything as far as the CNS. Take it one day at a time this month, and you're going to see a lot of these vlogs where it's going to unravel. I'm going to throw in the blast, and we're going to see a morph, because when I say this is the starting point before the blast, that's pretty crazy, and I'm still pretty tubby. You know, I'm not quite at a good body fat. 227 is looking like the perfect starting point to completely redo it. And my scar is getting smaller on my quad ever so slowly, but this superset definitely mauled me. I think I'll do kettlebells a lot more. I never really thought of how hard it is on the CNS. And actually, my CNS has always been so crazy good that this taught me a lot about making, like, how to know when my CNS is actually truly out of whack. Because the DOM cycles have been getting shorter and shorter each time. And pretty much the DOM cycles on my legs are the only ones where I will step back. You guys will see me training the other body parts much more aggressively normal. These are my biggest muscles, obviously, so I'm taking the DOMs very seriously. But look at the ham drop. Quad sweep is back, and my calves are coming in. I can feel full muscle contraction in the calves. And yeah, I feel like those are pretty decent legs to be cruising at 245 in the morning, and the strength isn't even near where it's going to be at the end of the month. You know, I can't wait to be banging and clanging 405 for as many as I can, and stacking up that electricity in my legs to be used for the other body parts. It's been a long road of the rest of the body feeding the legs, and the legs have finally started feeding everything else, which is how it's supposed to go. You're supposed to build from the bottom up. I had to build from the top down on the come up. So yeah, this is how the legs are looking. I did just one squat volume set of an AMRAP of 315 to set a new bar. I did some accessory stuff to put some blood somewhere. And then I did a bunch of CNS kettlebell movements, which I highly suggest you throw in some kettlebell movements like that. Super slow and controlled, and over-exaggerate the shake. Like over-exaggerate the amount of electricity you're pulling from your brain to your spinal cord. And that will probably transfer into your actual heavy working volume. And this is a good way to check where the CNS is at on how easy it is to finagle those kettlebells on your central nervous system. All right, post-workout meal, not sponsored. Mega Fit spicy chicken. Like I said, I'm gonna pick out the chicken. I'll eat a little bit of rice, and My final meal, if you guys are wondering, I will go to this place called, I'll show it next vlog, Mission Barbecue, and I will get 2 servings of lean ground turkey, and that will be it. So keeping the carbs super low. I did not do cardio today on legs, and yeah, that's the central nervous system stuff I'm doing. Even though it looks like my body is normal, it is still taking a while for the central nervous system to kick over. However, I feel amazing after the gym. You know, I feel normal. Yeah, I'm ready to go this month, and you're seeing the mania cook up. I can maintain my eyes in the gym, and it's really annoying in that gym, you know, bringing the tripod around. I'll get someone to hold the camera as I heat up. But yeah, that's what's going on as far as the legs. I did want to read. I want to do the vlogs at night. It's easier for me to maintain the switch, the manic switch at night. So as these go on, and today was kind of like, I said I was going to vlog today, so I jumped on camera. I said I was going to weigh in. I weighed in, but I definitely want to do it at night. And yesterday I killed back, and I'm trying to do legs with my CNS still not turning over how it's supposed to. It's getting very, very fucking close, but still screeching a bit. The train is not fully in motion, but I just wanted to show the food because everyone wants to know the food. I'm just crashing down to 227. I'm gonna hit this cycle. As far as my injections today, I'll do a vial of HCG and HMG. That's it. My little testosterone shot was already done this morning, which was a tiny amount of sustanon that totals to 250. So when these people are saying I'm blasting, no, that's like the starting point. I had that much density after shedding 255 morning, staying up at 270, right? While I'm healing, I'm healed. 227, pop it off, bring it back, bring the energy back, and we're all going to feed off this energy. And if you want to throw fucking hate, do it. I've already like, imagine me, right? It's like, what more can be said at this point? What more can be said? I survived that. And oh, I didn't duck that. And that wasn't like, oh, I avoided that. No, I just dogged through that, and I'm ready to release the heat.